Hello, Adria here with an episode of So You're Gonna Write a Novel. I know it's titled So You Wanna Write a Novel. I do know that. I do know that. I've committed that to memory now. But I want you to write it so much that I want us to think, so you're gonna write a novel. Because I'm gonna write a novel. Are you gonna write a novel? Good, let's write a novel. What we're gonna talk about today, we're continuing on with our main character development. And I will sound like a broken record on this, but I'm just going to repeat that it's really important. It's just like in life. Getting to know yourself is a key to life. It's a lifelong journey. And just the same is true for your main character. Knowing your main character way better than anything that ever lands on the page is when you're creating a life, and we're just cutting out a certain segment of a life to have a novel, but the person has a whole life. So you don't just start your life when you don't just start your life in the middle. You have had your whole history. I paused there for a second because I was going to give a great example of you meet somebody new and it's as if you didn't have a past because now you start new with that person. And it's something that is a classic for romance novels, right? That they meet a new person and then something from their past ends up coming and haunting them. And in fact, a lot of really good mystery novels are based on that same thing. And I would say that Anne Cleeves, who is a genius mystery storyteller, she created Shetland, which is now the Shetland series, which is now a TV show. Vera. And she has a new series that she's writing. She's just genius. And really what she does is she often takes something from someone's past and that they didn't want to uncover, and it plays out in their future, like they've carried it with them the whole time. Anyway, so oh shit, I've lost my train of thought completely and totally. I'm going to keep it in because I'm going to just keep going. I'm just going to keep going. We're only 2 minutes into this sucker. We can recover. I can recover this piece. So I'll try to remember what tangent I was going down there. But anyway, secrets are good. Give your character secrets. So style is what I'm supposed to be talking about today because that's really important. So style. So we can look at me, for example, my style of dress and style of mannerisms. I talk with my hands a lot. I talk with my eyes a lot. I have decently big eyes, I would say. Decently big nose. It's kind of got something here on the end. I don't know what that is, but there's that. I got some crookedness into my teeth. I got some age spots on my hands. I got wrinkles earned. A lot from smiling though, so I don't really mind. But I like gray. I've worn a lot of gray and white in these videos that you've seen with a pop of color, with my skeeta hat here. And I do the same thing like around my house. I have flowers, some tulips, which are local, and peonies, because that's my favorite flower, one of my favorite flowers. I'm kind of a sucker for ranunculus as well, and an anemone. But that says a lot about my character too, that I know what flowers I like, and the flowers are important. So we want to really be carving out on our stories today, and in our notebooks, in our free writes, let's really focus on characteristics. Traits we're going to get to later. Those are things that define us more, but these are just idiosyncrasies and or insight into the person. Coffee or tea, milk or honey, cream or sugar, cream and sugar. Are they vegetarian? Are they vegan? Are they omnivore? Are they meat eaters? Are they breatharians? Are they fruitarians? There's a whole bunch of food choices. So is food even important? If it's not, don't have a meal in your novel. But if it is, use it to your advantage. Meals if you're writing anything about family, you're gonna need a meal or two scene, meal scene or two. Say that right? Because for family stories, I mean, meals, you're part of a family, or even the fact that if you eat alone or you've celebrated holidays alone, that says a lot about family for you. It may or may not mean that family is important. Don't go too crazy there, but because just as a more insight into me, I've spent many holidays alone, but it doesn't mean that family isn't important to me. Family is incredibly important to me, but solitude is equally important to me. And so that's kind of an interesting juxtaposition, and something that's interesting to write about, something to think about for your character. And also your character's role in the family. Are they the ones that always prepare the meal, or do they never do any of that? Do they always do the dishes? Do they feel bad about it? So every time, this is critical, and this is your nugget for today, and then I'm gonna leave you alone. How do they feel about the characteristics that they possess? This is so important. Let me say it again. How do they feel? So give your character an age. How do they feel about their age? Give them a hair color. Give them a hairstyle. How do they feel about it? Give them a style of clothing. How do they feel about it? How do they feel in their clothes? How does their body feel? Do they feel bloated? Do they feel frumpy? Do they feel fit? And are they always looking in the mirror because they're so into their fitness and how they look that they can't imagine, they have to check themselves constantly? This is so important. I'm getting so amped up because this is so critical to learning about your character. Is give them the characteristic and then give them how they feel about it. They're a vegetarian because they can't stand the thought of an animal being hurt, or they're a vegetarian because it's cool and trendy. Those are totally different characters, and really important to know the distinction between the two. And maybe they say it's because they don't, this would be a great trait. They say it's because they don't want animals to get hurt, but then they're a serial killer and they kill animals or something. I know I get a little dark and twisty, but that says a lot. Like, that would be really interesting if you were writing about a serial killer, to make them be this sort of preppy, pristine, kind of vegan, animal lover, but yet they, chop people up or whatever. I hope that's not offending too many people, but those things are important. I think you can see what I'm saying. I hope you can. But let's see. Let me just give you I do have this in a list somewhere that I'll share with you. I actually keep these track of these in an Excel spreadsheet, and I can share some of that up on the website, which we do have up now, adriapeters.com. Want to write a novel, it's right there for you. I put the link in the profile too. And there's more of these questions, but really just free write about all those things. Whatever pops to mind is what's most important. That's what we want to try to remember as we write this novel together. And I am so happy we're doing this together. I'm learning so much. I'm remembering so much because, honest to God, I've gotten a little bit lazy in terms of writing this stuff down. And I just know my style and my rhythm. So a lot of times I don't write a ton of this down, but I know when I'm writing, and you'll get this way too, you're pacing out your novel and you're writing it and you just add in, oh, we need to slow things down. I'm going to have them make a cup of tea. And then they're a tea drinker and you just slow them down. But it's really nice if you ahead of time are writing this stuff down as ideas that you can pull from. It's so important and so wonderful. And I'll leave you with that and send you all my love and support. And gosh, I'm happy you're here. And please write a comment or direct message me, or adriapeters.com. Send me a message. I think there's a contact sheet too on the website, so you can just fill out a little form, and let's stay in touch. All right. Happy writing. Bye.